Retired Ukrainian tennis player Sergiy Stakhovsky is known for representing his nation on the court. Now he's preparing to do the same on the battlefield. Despite now living in Hungary and having no military experience, Stakhovsky enlisted in the Ukrainian military reserves, said goodbye to his family, and is now back in Ukraine to fight. And Sergiy joins me live now for more on this. Sergiy, thank you for being here. I can't imagine what went into this decision, and we'll talk about that. But can you tell us first what's happening where you are right now?
Well, I'm in Kiev, in the capital of Ukraine, and it's been, in the city center, it's been more or less silent. There's some bomb shelling on the other bank of the river, but in the city center, it's silent, and there's no Russian troops inside the city premises, so it's not that bad for now.
So what made you decide to do this, and what was it like telling your family about your decision?
I can't really say what was it. I just had this strong feeling that I have to do it because I knew that I still have family here, my father and my brother. And at that time was my mother, was my brother's family, they were all here. I got hit by the news when we were in Dubai with my kids and my wife on a break from the school. It was very hard, especially seeing the reaction of the Russian people who were staying with us in the same hotel. And they were just, enjoying themselves, having a laugh and not really caring that what's going on. And that was something devastating. I don't know. Most likely it's one of the toughest decisions I had to make. For me, there was no right choice whether I stay or I go. For me, both ways I will feel guilt. Right now, I'm feeling guilt that I left my family in Budapest. If I would stay, I would feel guilt that I left my father and my brother in Ukraine and the country. So there's no right choice for me in this case.
No, there's no easy decision to be made there for sure. What was it like to say goodbye?
I didn't really say goodbye to the kids. I just kissed them goodbye and I said that I'll be right back. They were, watching cartoons and reading books, so not really paying attention because that was the day. It was basically about 45 minutes after we came from the airport. I jumped in a car and I drove to the border. It was tougher with my wife, who was on visa, because she knew that I'm more to go. She knew that for a longer period of time. We didn't have the open discussion about it, but she had that feeling, and I just didn't want to bring up the topic way too early. We were on vacation, so right now she understands it, she accepts it, and I hope I'll have a chance to ask for forgiveness in person.
And now you have no previous military experience, so are you nervous about going and fighting, and how prepared do you feel on that front?
I feel that I'm not prepared enough, that's for sure, but I guess no one is prepared enough, I would say, apart from the armed forces of Ukraine, which are protecting us from every possible way and every possible direction. But the rest of us, the reservists, that's exactly. We're getting some training of how we should be operating, but we are, I would say, the last reserve, and we just, we hope that we will not have to fight. But if that moment comes, we'll have to take arms.
And you mentioned your brother and your father. We know they're both doctors in Kiev. So how worried are you about them?
Well, I see them on a daily basis, so that helps. I was pretty worried when I was outside of the country because I didn't know the whole picture and what's going on. Coming in was a crossing the border was a tough choice because I knew that's the point where you don't go back. But driving through the Ukraine, driving through the country, seeing all the people coming into groups, doing their own resistance units with hunting guns, barricading the roads. It's really inspirational, I have to admit. Yes, a lot of people fled, and I think predominantly everybody who wanted to leave, they already left. Now the only people who really want to leave are the people who are on the other side of the city, so basically in the direction of Belarus and Russia, because they are the one who are in the direct shelling of Russia, and you have Russian troops in there, so they really want to leave. There's a lot of people coming back. I think there's a key role that we have a leader who is willing to go the distance and willing to risk his life staying in the capital while being surrounded by the troops of Russia. And that's inspirational. I think that's something that gives us as a country and as a nation a big chance of defending ourselves.
All right, Sergiy Stakhovsky, I appreciate your time today. I admire your courage and am wishing you strength and safety. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.